Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's Paint with Josh, and what are we missing today? Someone forgot to go to the store and get some gloves for himself today. So we're gonna go bare-handed right onto the canvas, right? Take a little bit of our 1-inch brush. Don't let it throw you off. I know it's weird. It looks really weird. Don't focus on it too much. I'm gonna come over here into our Indian yellow and just start making the most gorgeous little sunsetty sky out there in the night or the day, whatever time it is. I don't know. A little bit of our yellow ochre. We're gonna pop that guy down as well. Kind of a darker, browner yellow. Not too much, not too far. We don't need it everywhere. It's all good. All right, a little bit of our red. Drag that red around the backside, just like this. Guys, oh, it's just gonna be the most fantasticest of all sunsets you've ever seen, right? Might not look like it now, but give it a second when we get out there and start blending everything down. A little of our crimson-y color, a little more of our crimson, a little of our red out here. We have to have just a buffer of that red and crimson. You guys got to tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwiches? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me, guys, what do you think about what's your favorite sandwich? Let me know. Mine, for me, it's a spicy Italian. I love like the multitude of meats. And then you got all the hot peppers and all the stuff. It's fantastic. So, what's your favorite sandwich? You can get these in my store. Do you know that? Over on PaintWithJosh.com. Over here, a little bit of our blue, a little bit of our black together. And we're going to attack it from the edge. Right from the corner, dragging all that bluey color down and down and down. This is why we put a buffer of red in between our yellow and our blue. That way they don't go green, right? Now, we need to come out here with a bigger brush, first of all, and a clean, dry brush, because you don't want all that paint on your brush. You won't be able to continue to blend. It's just going to keep dumping more color, right? So now let's go out here into our brightest section and just start crisscrossing back and forth. How do you want it to look? Right? We blend it, we blend it, we blend it, we blend it, we blend it. We start grabbing some of the red, start blending that in. Some of the crimson from the top corner starts coming down, right? Where do you want it to be? All based on our pressure. It'll get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Different places can look different ways, and then we're going to come back and hit it with our clouds anyway. Now, this whole section is going to want to grow in front of all of our other sections over here, and all we need to do is let it, right? Now, this is why we have that bumper of red in between those yellow colors, because it's going to want to push back on all that brightness. Right? We don't want too much of the blue to interact, because we'll have a crazy green old sky out there. But just from doing it once, right? It's just a first go. And then all of a sudden, these little things, they want to start growing and growing and growing based off of our pressure. We get to decide how far it comes in. And a lot of times it tries to overtake our little yellow circle, so we can't let that happen, right? A little more of our black onto the brush. Out here. Have it in there right from the corner and then start working it in, right? The black tends to work away pretty quickly, so you need a fair amount of it on your brush. If you want it to be dark over on this side, like me, I like a good dark stormy sky. And so we work it and 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 work it until we like it, right? Now, the whole bottom, I don't really give two whatsits about. And then right here, we're gonna throw these whacking great clouds. So don't really worry about it, right? Take a clean, dry brush, go back into our light spot first, work back that blue. Don't let it work back into your yellow, though. Keep it in that pinky reddish area. And all this dark color. Oh, it's fantastic. Right? Literally fantastic. All depends on how we blend it. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You can literally go across your entire sky and not even worry about depositing anything, because we've already spread the paints out. You know what I mean? They're already so far spread and done that it doesn't... I just put this brush away last night and not even clean it? What? What kind of madman does that? Let's get out here. I kind of need that brush for some more clouds. So let's give it a good old clean. You guys got to tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwich? Remember, what's your favorite sandwich t-shirts? PaintWithJosh.com. You can get them. You can also grab this painting. It is over there on PaintWithJosh.com for your enjoyment. You can nab it up before anybody else. It's the very first thing you see when you go over there. So if you want to grab it, get it before someone else. Get it now. Now we're going to wash off the rest of these little guys. Just so we've got some clean, dry brushes, and then we can get rocking and rolling. Boom, boom, boom. Hard it is to dab a brush and then spin another brush inside a liquid cup at the same time. It's like doing the thing. See, I can do it. I'm smart. I'm a smart guy. I'm a smart guy. A smart feller. Or a fart smeller. Whatever. Either one. Over here, let's get a little bit of this white. Let's see what we can do into our sky out here, right? Firstly, I'm going to come back in here and blend out a little bit more, just so I can have that brightness in there. Let it work its way, right? Whatever we want it to be, slide it out into the darker side. Now I can come in with my clouds, and let's just say, remember, we don't want to go down too far either. We're going to have some mountains and stuff down in here. So let's pop them up, rock and roll, out into the darkness, right? Wipe our brush off, come back in, grab a little bit more of our paint. Maybe it came over here, maybe it came over there, wherever it wants to be. Boom, this big old rockin' cloud back in there. Come back, grab it, wherever it starts to mix, and we start to look at it and go, okay, well, let's have it look a little softer at the bottom. Maybe we'll blend it out a little bit harder, right? Or over here, maybe we want it a little bit brighter, so we'll touch it a little softer and not give it so much pressure, right? Blend it out. How do you want yours to look? All up to us. We get to choose. Don't just leave it all chunky out there, though. That never looks good. Right? The more we mix it in with this darkness out here, the more little shadows we can then come back and stick underneath that little cloud. Just by pulling in that color, right? Whatever we want it to look like. Little soft little bits. Go back in. You can even mix it up. Because again, the bottom doesn't matter, guys. We're going to throw in a whole bug. Oh, look at that cloud, though. Holy shaving cream. I might just leave it. Because it's so gorgeous, you guys. That is a pretty old cloud. Watch, the more we mix that gray away, kind of go back to our pinky color. Dude, I might not even add those faraway mountains we were going to add just because it looks so stinking neat the way it is right now. Right? You can always change your mind. Go back here, there, everywhere. Let's go back and brighten this guy up. Looks like we got a whole big bunch of black grabbed up. That's going to change our whole sky. So let's see what that actually didn't do too bad. Just added me a little shadow into my clouds. Accidentally. That's what you get for putting the black paint right next to the white paint, right? Sometimes you can have an accident when grabbing. I went and grabbed some of that black, and that's not what I want. I want to be my pure white sky up here. All these clouds. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Out here, drag them down. These ones, because they've got that little bit of gray touch to them, they're a little darker, a little different color, right? Not every cloud has to be the same exact color out there at all times. We all know that. Bang. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, let's get out here. And what I do want to see off in the distance is just a couple little tropically mountains. We're going to take the white brush that already had our cloud paint on it, rub it through our brown brush over here, and let's say maybe off in the distance, just a little something. Who knows, just a little puff of something, right? If it's not really dark, it's going to make it look real far away. So we have to decide, how far away do you want these guys to look? Do you want them to be very faint and off in the distance? Because you can make them look like that just by not adding too much of our color, right? We get to choose what it looks like, how far it comes down. It can even come down into our little watery area if you really wanted it to, honestly. Go back in, you can darken it up just a little touch, maybe off of its backside. A little bit. Don't want to have too much paint on there, so let's kind of brush it out, wiggle it, change our little shapes, add some darkness. Just a little thing, way off in the distance, right? Now, let's come in, grab a little bit of our black onto the same brush. We'll back to our little brown color over here, and it's got the white still on the brush, so it's all interacting. Okay, we'll come out on this guy, over there, pop him right down. It's gonna crisscross in front of the other guy because it's a darker color, right? It will stand out as being a little bit closer than that further away mountain off in the distance, right? We get to decide by how much paint that we put up here, how much pressure we then give that paint, what our little mountains get to look like, right? So you can bring it down, you can drag it over that way, we can pull it off to this side. What was that noise? Oh, I thought it was a sail. Boo! And we'll come over here and we'll slide it down and pull it off in this direction. So you got one side going down this way, one side going down that way, right down onto our little water's edge, right? Very cool. Now, we need a bit darker of a color for that guy to stand out, right? So we'll go back into our black, over into our brown again, and because now we're mixing into deeper, darker colors with less white paint on our brush, it's going to be deeper and darker. Maybe this guy came out right through that guy, right? Right, when you get that one little change where it gets from one color down to a very bright, and then we come in, maybe we got a whole nother little bash right in here. A whole nother little mountain section. Not too much paint, we're just doing it with the fan brush, and then we're dragging it down in different directions, grabbing the back of it, pulling it off backwards, right? You want one side to be a little foggy and a little misty, because that's when we're going to come in with our next little guy, right? Now, before we get too far away, and before we get too many things covered up, we're going to get back in here with another little brush. And remember, guys, you can get this painting. Somebody can adopt it, and it can be theirs forever. It can find its forever home right at your place if you go to paintwithjosh.com. I need to get some more white paint out of my tube and really clear this guy up. I can't have any diluted white. Gotta have it be nice and fresh. And that way we can brighten up all the other colors that we put out onto the canvas, right? Let's see, a little bit over here, over there. So tell me where you guys are watching from. What's your favorite sandwich? And get ready for this guy. It's gonna be really cool. Now, there's not a whole lot of backwater set out there. So what if we take a little bit, we're gonna light up our eye of our water, or eye of our wave right here. Little touch, little bit of color right there. And you're like, what wave? What are you talking about? I'm gonna show you exactly what we're talking about. We're gonna soften this guy down just a little touch. It's got blue, it's got green around it with that Indian yellow, and that way it kind of brightens up, starts going greener. Now, off of our back of this little dude, we're gonna have our backwater. Okay, we can slide it back, almost nearly all the way back to the last bit of land. Hey, just like that, right? However we want it to be. Whatever color you have back there, where we've got the blue and then the green and then the yellow and the blue-green, all these colors under there are changing and intermixing all over the place. So, if we get down here, we can come up over that little eye of our wave, right? And start to roll ourselves over and crash down. We just want a little guy. Just a little soft little guy way off in the distance, right? And then we can decide how much of our eye we want to cover based on how much we drag over, right? And then we're gonna come down, our wave's gonna hit and splash. Boom, 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 all crazy. And then we kind of want to keep this guy a little bit clean right here. We can get all the bright right out of that spot and keep it nice and dark. Just by removing it with a paper towel. You know you can do that? Get back in there, wipe it out. Now, if all these little guys are crashing and bashing and smashing, we would have to have a few little guys coming down here. We don't need to add too much of our shadowy paint, as long as we don't cover too much, right? Not everything out here is going to be the closest thing we've ever seen. So, a bit of water as it's rolling, smashing, it's hitting down here. It's creating all this little bits of foamy mist and splash and deal, all sorts of stuff, right? Come down here, keeping it very flat little wave over here, right? He's going to come down, he's going to line up. Start rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling as we're rolling down the seaside. And we come down here, maybe we take the back side of his wave and we pull it off in that direction. Go that way, go this way. And then we'll bring in some different things with our palette knife and stuff down into the front. Now, as we come into this guy, we got to go very, very small and very light, very flat before you do any kind of dragging upwards, okay? That way, it's going to look really cool. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Look at these colors, too. Just whatever lights up on our canvas is what we use. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be there. Doesn't mean anything. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous, you guys. We get a bit more of our brightness right up here. Right there. Toss it down. It's kind of harder to do after the fact, so try to get it done on your first go and like it. Just brighten it up like that. Very cool. Now, let's take our little bit of wave. It's going to drag itself down over here. And it's going to get very, 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 very flat. So, off to the side, over there, off to the back, right? We got our little streaks going backwards and backwards and backwards away from the wave. Very vertical, so you get that little inward action. Let's come over here and really mess up this whole bit of splash, right? It's been hit and splash down. Push on it real hard. It's not the closest thing that we're going to see. We don't need to see every single piece of it. But we do have to come in and give it the old Paint with Josh booms, right? So if you don't know, plug your ears. Boom! Couple little splashes out there. Nothing crazy. We don't want to overdo it, right? You overdo it, then we're going to be looking at it too much. And that's not what we want to do. Now, these guys are going to spread out. And as they start getting onto our little beachy area, it starts turning brown down here. Right? You can wipe away all these little spray bits that you don't like. Wipe away. It's fine. Let's come out now and grab a little bit of our white. And let's start rolling in just a few little bits of our foamy madness. Right? Whatever little foamy section is going to get caught up down there. Have all these things crisscrossing back and forth. And get all this just angry, tumultuous water. Right? That'll start to blend in with all of our other little bits. So you guys know we like to rock on. I didn't even realize I'd do that. Do I do that all the time? Do I? I don't know. You guys are the one that watch me. I don't watch anybody else. I don't know. Over here, start streaking it down into our little sandy, beachy area, guys. Looking really cool. Let me just say, very flat, very much underneath itself. You can connect some little areas. We don't want to connect every little area, right? Just some little spots can be connected down there. And we get the old Paint with Josh style and the new Paint with Josh style all in one go. A little bit of our craziness. Very cool. Look at that. Oh, I like it. All right, get your far away wave. It's got its bit of its transparency still showing. It's fantastic. Excuse me, your transparency is showing. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Up the back. I'm gonna go down the back side. Climb up the front side of that wave, right? All these little things happening out there. Look at that. You guys, remember, if you want to get this one, go to paintwithjosh.com. It's over there waiting for you. It's waiting for you. Now, we're going to take some bits of those little... Oh, God, that looks fantastic. Oh, my. Look at those little sparkly bits on the water and little different things out there. It's fantastic. Little things. Oh, I love it. Okay, now, let's do a little bit more then. If that's looking so good, let's get down out here, right? Little pieces of stuff. Not everything's going to all be connected perfectly, so we don't have to worry about it. And then we can turn some of this stuff into our sandy sort of reflection, right? This is exactly what we're going to do with that last little section that we just dropped down. So let's take our brush, make sure there's not too much paint on it. Dab it off on a paper towel, right? Come over here and let's start pulling down on this stuff. Let's see what we can get it to look like. Getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower each time. Just like we've been doing. We started at a higher spot, going lower. We're doing the same thing over here. Right, starting at a higher space. Coming down, 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 down. That should leave us with a bit of wet-looking beach, right? A bit of our wet sand. Now what we need to do is... Oh, that was close. What we need to do is come in... Thank you, Siri. Appreciate it. Come in and add a bit more of our brown, right? Now that we know what our little watery edge is going to look like, we've got to come back and make our sand a bit more sandier. Just a bit sandier. I almost just fell right there. Out here, taking those two brown colors, Start working them in. Little bits, right? Not trying to cover everything. Just trying to work in little places, little things. Leave those little edges of our water line. This looks fantastic. All right, then we'll come back, we'll add some more of those guys, spray on our sand, and we'll be all set to go, my friends. Dude, doesn't that look cool? Oh, this is why we wear gloves. I'm telling you. Oh, you forget. So, you guys, you're going to have to start coming up with a name for this one. What do you think it should be called? Write it in the comments. And did you know that if you get this one and just, forever home it, then you get to choose the title? Did you know that? Every time that you get a Paint with Josh painting, you get to choose the title. Oh, I love that. Goodness. My goodness. We got way too many brushes to clean up over here. So, what are you thinking? What are you thinking on a title for this guy? Here comes the storm, stormy beach. I dig it. So this one will not be on YouTube. It's just a Sunday TikTok show. Eventually it may get downloaded and put onto my YouTube membership, but as of right now, there are no plans to put this on YouTube. Let's see. Maybe if it went to a good home, then maybe we could put it on YouTube, I guess. I could download it straight away tonight and get it right up there if we really wanted it. But as of right now, it's just a TikTok live. Just a TikToky live. Hey, oh, look at that, dude. Is that not so cool? I mean, just if you're asking me. Little bits start to turn. Climb it up. Oh, that's neat. Neat. Oh, yes. Woo, baby. That's where it was, right there. Bing. All right, now let's bring a few more of our little white watery lines out here. Start to connect. They don't need to be super thick. You know what I mean? Just a couple little straight little doers. All we got to do. Now, if you're worried about trying to repaint this one, this is like an exact mashup of the new Seascapes I've been doing and the old Seascapes that we've been doing. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna kind of put them together a little, is all I was thinking. I figured somebody might like it enough to grab it. And if they don't, it's okay. We don't sell every single painting, every single show. We know that. Over here. Oh, you know what we could do? I wonder if you can just get it just right. I don't recommend trying this if you don't have the right kind of you don't have the right kind of textury feel. You've never done it before. Get a few little bits of just some sort of something out there. Some 41 and or some 41 in it out here, guys. Dig it. Little bits, little things. All we need, guys, literally. We can go back in and finish our side if we wanted to make a whole nother rock over here, right? You can come in and add that. We can make it a whole lot closer. I kind of like the way that it looks, though, honestly. It's very mysterious over there. A couple of these guys straight off the back. Not every place is going to be perfect, right? They're not all going to be highlight the same exact way. Looks like this whole little thing is just rushing inwards, and maybe we would have a bit more, there we go, a bit more of our foamy, misty action coming down right there. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Not too much. Just work into that whole thing. Ooh, I like it. Out here, down there. Dudes and dudettes. It's going to take a long time for it to dry, but compared to the other Seascapes, but should be pretty cool looking by the time you get done. Scrape it out, drag it across, right? Just experimenting right now, literally. You don't like it? Scrape it horizontally. Cuts it up into a whole bunch of little things, right? So, get that look and just perfect that look. That's what we're all going for, aren't we? That's what we're all out here trying to achieve. Back in there. Ooh, I like that, I like that, I like that. I just fixed it a whole heck of a heap, let me tell you. Just a whole heck of a heap. People are always like, why does he talk to us like we're 3? Well, because there's kids that watch me too, with their grandmas and all sorts of stuff, right? Let's get it out here. Just straight back and forth, letting it fall off wherever we wish it to be. Right? I'm not trying to make it too crazy. Let's see if we can connect some of these guys. Come down here. Right. Nothing too nuts. It's all about that randomness, and then trying to make it look like it's sort of, you know, not random all at the same time. Dragging it out, dragging it back. These little things that are sucked back into our whole little area back there. Our whole area. That dark spot was pissing me off. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Gorgeous. Hello! Did I not just say it was perfect? And then we just so happened to find a new home for this painting. Hey! Hey, there it goes. I thought the button was broken. Hey! So, guys, we gotta have a quick light party and then I'm gonna check who got this painting, because it doesn't tell me here. It just says we have a new order. So, it might not even be this painting. Who knows? Let me check it right now. I would think, though. Let's see. It looks like, yep, number 1390. That's this painting right here. Who are you? Who are you? Reveal yourself in the comments if you want recognition for buying the Paint with Josh paint. We don't like to oust anybody, you know what I mean? Especially if your name's not what your screen name is. Don't want to give that away. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That little bit of sheeny shininess underneath it. Woo! Oh man, I dig it. Are they in the comments here? Are you here? That is so awesome, Michael. Can you just confirm for me, Michael? Just because we have we get a lot of stuff. Can you just confirm for me the state it was going to? So yeah, that's good. Can you just give me the state? Just what state are you in? Or what state is she in anyway? You don't have to type out the whole state. Just like the 2-letter code would be just perfect for me. Man, that's a cool looking painting. Gorgeous. No nicks, you fibber. See? This is what we get. So this painting just sold, actually. It looks like it. You're correct, Michael. That is our buyer. Michael's girlfriend. Thank you for your purchase. I can't believe it. I've sold like 5 or 6 to where you live, and that's amazing. There's another one. That means there's like 5 or 6 friends you could make just in your own state that have Paint with Josh paintings on their walls, right? It's really cool. So, thank you for your purchase and supporting my small business. I very much appreciate you. And I don't even have a mirror. Did I just get like paint thinner on my lips? Because that's not good. Like that's a good place for it to absorb quickly. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm just trying to be proactive. It doesn't look any darker. Ugh. Now I can just taste it. And she says, perfect. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. We watch almost every show and love what you do. You guys are awesome. Can I say her name out loud? Or is that a no-go, Michael? Just her first name. I don't need to... Well, actually, you already said her first name. Michael and Heather. Man, you guys are awesome. I love you. I just love yous. I can't believe you guys watch almost every show and now have decided to become Paint with Josh super fans and purchase the paint. You guys are awesome. Literally awesomeness. Is this clean? Probably. So you guys have to start helping Michael and Heather, start coming up with a name for Heather's painting. Because she needs your help. She gets to title it, right? She got it during the live show. It means she gets to choose what it's called forever. Here and henceforth. And that way, when she's talking about it to her friends, and she's like, yeah, check this out. It's an original Paint with Josh. And they're like, yeah, but did you buy it like during the live show? And she's like, yeah, I did. And I got to name it. Look. Right? So, my point being, she may choose your title if you type it in the comments. A lot of the times people get overwhelmed. They don't know what to name the painting. I feel you. It happens to me too. That's why I rely on the audience to help us come up with titles, right? So you can check down below, find the title that you like the best, or maybe she has one already in her own brain. This is again why we wear gloves, so we can test to see if maybe she's already got the title already picked out, but you never know. You just might sway her with your title. So start typing out some titles. I'm gonna throw in a couple more little spray bits. Ooh, perfect, just perfect. Perfect. Go over here, go over there. And then, got 2 more brushes to clean, guys. So start coming up with those titles for Michael and Heather. You guys are fantastic. I should do like voicemail. This is Michael and Heather's voicemail. Please leave a message. They're not here right now. They're busy enjoying their Paint with Josh painting that's currently displayed in their living room. So they'll get back to you as soon as they're done looking at every single minute detail that Paint with Josh painted. Until then, take care. Dude, we could do cameos, right? That'd be cool. Is that still a thing? Is cameo still a thing? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Wouldn't you want your voicemail to be a Paint with Josh voicemail? Like, it's like ring, ring, finally goes to voicemail, boom, 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 and they're like, holy, what is going on? Wouldn't that be fantastic? I'm gonna change my voicemail to that, I think. Literally changing my voicemail as we speak. To just be like, hello! Hello, Paint with Josh can't answer the phone right now. He's busy doing a live show, can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Alright, did you guys come up with a title while I've been busy farting about? Holy shaving cream, you guys. I love that. Whoop. Fantastic. Look at that sky. Holy, it's like the whole ocean is like just coming out onto this, into your living room. It's gonna literally flow out and fall off and land on your floor. You'll be like, why is the floor wet here, Michael? He's like, I don't know, Heather. From Christmas Vacation? No, I know it's not the same names, but whatever, screw you guys. I love you. All right, so what are we naming it? Let's come up with a title. And boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. The mods will pin it for me. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate you. The mods will pin it for me. Do I have a hair sticking out? I do. It's like one single strand. I need my gloves. I gotta go to Lowe's. I think I can make it. I can go to Lowe's, right? End the show, I go to Lowe's, get the gloves, come back to another show with gloves, right? Because nobody wants to see my fingies. Those are weird. Waves of hope. I dig it. I like that. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. Didn't realize we had so much to paint on the top of the canvas, so I'm going to get some brushes dirty again. That's what'll happen, though. Hopeful waves. All right, we got it. I like that. It's 1390, right? I think, yeah. 1390. Hopes of waves. Perfect, perfect. Painted on 7/14/2025. And we're all going to paintwithjosh.com because it's the most fantasticest of all places. Now, I gotta finish doing the tip top of this guy. We need a little black, little crimson, little blue, little plaque, basically. There we go. Finish doing the tip top around the edge. is we finish the sides of our canvases, at least with some color, because then you can at least, it doesn't look messy, you know what I mean? I always feel if you're just leaving it and you got like a brush slap on the tip, it's just gonna look messy. So just put some color there at least. Blend some color out, you're all set. Very lightly now. Oh, Josh. Whoa, buddy. There we go. Look at this seascape, you guys. Whoop. Hang on now. Hello. There we go. Boom. Gorgeous. Oh, yeah, you gotta put the signature on there. Of course. Of course, guys. I usually like to wait. I'm gonna throw the signature down Shaw on the brightness side. Over like that. And then over like this. Perfect. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, guys. It's fantastic. Now let's get into our birdies. We gotta have enough of our odorless mineral spirits on the brush, otherwise it doesn't work. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling Heather, and I'm telling... God, I'm so bad with names. Michael? It was like literally 3 minutes ago, Josh. You've already forgotten the names? Already? Yes, I'm throwing myself under the bus. It's because I'm an honest person. Appreciate you. I know Heather because it's written down over here. So, let's toss in the names. Let's toss in the birds. Caw-caw. Just flying through the sunset. Love it. Okay. Out here in the day and the night. You guys are always fantastic. I've got another brush to clean, which is always fun. Always. I gotta go wash my hands. Then I gotta go try to find some gloves at Lowe's. Hopefully Lowe's is still open. Imagine they would shut at, what, 5:30? No way. Can someone look at the Lowe's in Eugene, Oregon? West Eugene, please. And tell me the closing time of the Lowe's over here. I hope it's not 6. If it is, I really gotta book it. If it's anything after 6 p.m., then I think we'll be okay. If not, then we're not getting gloves today, Joshy. Oh, cool. They close at 9. Perfect. Thank you, Cosmic. See, my mods are the bestest of all. Love them all. This one, God, I can't believe how awesome it came out. It's very different from all my other ocean scenes, and it's kind of like a whoosh of both of the new, the old and the new. There it goes, right? Dude, I like it a lot. Just a whole heck of a lot. I like the combination of the 2 different waves. Me too. God. That was a big burp. I'm sorry, you guys. Thanks, Josh the boy. I'm Josh the man. Talking to Josh the boy. Appreciate you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate it. I love these colors too. They're, it's all the same colors we always use. Oh, you know what we could do? Yeah, what am I thinking, guys? What am I thinking? We can't be done yet because we gotta throw the sand on there. I think this thing's prime for some sand. I get a little bit of our brown, a little bit over here. You guys know the sandy bit. The sandy technique of sands. All of the sand in sand existence. We're gonna come out here and start tossing in little bits. Little baby bits. Oh, I love it. Love it. We're gonna change. Go to our black. Just very small amounts. We don't need a whole heck of a lot. Boom! That's normally what we do with the water, but it's okay. Now we gotta get our yellowy bit. Gotta have that yellowy highlight, so we go into our yellow oak. The yellow ochre. Dab up into our wetness. Come over here, kind of deposit. Start tossing off little bits. The yellow ochre one's kind of hard to see. Alright, but it's vital. You need it there. Oh, look at that sand. Look Look at the sand, Murray, with the sand, always with the sand. Oh my. Let's come out here a little bit more of our liquid white. Toss in our last little seashell bits. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boom. Look at that sand. Oh. Ooh, and we're gonna get a light party going, but look at that sandy bit. Look at that beach. Oh man, is that not fire? Not just the fieriest of all fires. I love the little white reflective bits. Either looks like really wet, watery, sandy little diamonds, or you got seashells and all sorts of stuff. Just gets better and better. It always does at the Paint with Josh show. So, since you guys got the painting, since you've adopted it during the live show, it's found itself a new home. That qualifies you guys for the Spinny Winnie Wheel, everyone's favorite. Now, we've been experiencing some things and we're trying to work out some bugs and stuff. So I'm not going to show the wheel on the screen, but we are going to spin it. And then I'm going to show you what you land on. Flash it over at you, right? Just to see if they, you know, the robots that watch all the time see, they think we're doing something that we're not doing. So, I'm assuming you guys want to keep your wheel spin. And thank you, love you. Best painter on earth. You're the best muscle person on earth. And toughness. Seriously. It sounds like, yes, I do. I get that one. And Deadpool we get the most often. Depends on the mood we're in, I guess. But yeah, and then I get Bill Hader. Bill Hader a lot. Someone said Jeff Goldblum one time. Somebody from Sheldon, I think. I don't know, somebody, yeah, I get, Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Apparently I sound like him too, so. Sound like lots of people, except for myself, right? So let's have a quick light party, and we're going to, there's going to be a bunch of flashing lights, so if you're kind of sensitive to flashing lights, turn your phone away, and we're going to have maybe a 10-second light party in about 3, 2, 1. Light party! You can tell I haven't been to a club since, like, never. It's fine. Look at that thing. Just react. Boom, 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 boom. Man, it look cool. All right, so this one, guys, we're going to give you the old spin on the wheel, and whatever it lands on, I'll show you. We just don't want to show the wheel on the screen anymore. Here we go. Let's see what you got. No. You can tell by my reaction what you want. Of course, it has to land on literally the grand prize. Like, it was just there. One more click would have got me off the hook. But you guys won the Paint with Josh grand prize. Woo! Baby! So, unfortunately for you, the grand prize is the Paint with Josh jacket this month. I know. Who wants a jacket when it's 105? But you'll have it for the winter time. And that's the cool thing, right? So, oh my God, I know. You guys win the grand prize. Now, what's funny about the grand prize is they're always more expensive. I usually try to give back like 10% of whatever the painting costs for the person to get, right? And I usually try to give back 10%. And as far as the grand prize goes, that's like giving back, I don't know, 30%? Yeah. So, congrats to you guys. You got the Paint with Josh jacket. If you never seen, have you seen it? I can show it to you if you haven't seen it. They're wicked awesome. Wicked awesome jackets. I just like putting it on. Even though it's 80 degrees in my studio right now. 80 degrees. It's the Paint with Josh jacket. Hey, everybody. Let's see. Well, I appreciate you. So, here we go. The Paint with Josh jacket. Hold on one second. Over here and over there. Here, there, and everywhere. It's very cool. Very sleek. Very slimming. And it's not too big. It's not too hot. You know what I mean? You can wear it with your what's your favorite sandwich t-shirt and all sorts of different things. But let us know what size you want. Either let the mods know or let me know right now. We can write it down. I think this one is a large, and I'm a decent sized guy. No, it's an XL. Okay, so I would probably prefer a large for myself, but I think when I ordered that one, I was a little bit bigger. No, you know what? It was because I was going to Tennessee and it was cold as balls, and I was going to be wearing a hoodie and a jacket anyway. So, but my XL, I feel you. I feel you. Oh, Heather, I love you. Appreciate you. Seriously. I think you guys just like hearing your names. Heather and Michael. The dream team of Georgia. Love it. Love it, guys. Love it, love it, love it. XL, perfect. Okay, let's get that down on the list and the mods. And then, gotta start a new list. So, over here, it was Heather. That's right. Heather. So, guys, this one shouldn't take very long to finish drying. It's not very thick. And these Seascape the sand bits dry very quickly, so don't worry about it. Should only be maybe 3 or 4 days before we can get that one in the mail to you. And oh, it just hurts to write down the words jacket on the list. So, you guys have all been fantastic, and yeah, the Seascapes went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. But yeah, you guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. Can't wait to come back and do it again. I do think I've got it. Well, I mean, I don't really have to go get gloves, right? Like, I don't have to. I can do it without them. But doesn't it just look weird? It just looks odd without my gloves and just my bare naked hands. It's just weird. I don't like it. I need some covering. That's why I wear the gloves. Went down to Georgia. It is weird. I know, right? Because you've seen every single Paint with Josh video. I have black gloves on. Every single video. And then this video, there's no gloves because I forgot to go get them. And I'm debating whether or not to run over there now. I mean, there is like a McDonald's right in the same parking lot. I could probably get dinner and gloves at the same time. Or I could not. I don't know. You don't ever paint with gloves? I know. I do. With the thinner. I mean, doing it once or twice is not going to really damage me. But I do try to stay safe with the chemicals that we use and stuff. So I might just go get some gloves and some McDonald's, and then we'll come back. I don't know what to paint when I come back, though. I don't even know what to do. I've got no ideas. We're getting towards the end of my week. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, this is idea number 7. And we got 3 more to go. You come up with 7 ideas in a week to paint. Ugh, it's hard. It's so hard, guys. But beyond that, I'll go get some food, do a self-portrait. Yeah, right. A self-portrait sounds like a burger deal I want. With no gloves, I know, Mac. It was very strange, very odd. And I can see there's like blue paint that I'm gonna have to go scrub off of my poor little fingers. But beyond that, I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here, and I may be back. Maybe, probably. I'll figure out something to paint. So until I see you guys again in a little bit, take care. Have the rest of a good day, and bye.